Corey coming at you with my week 103 update from VSG surgery that I had in Cancun, Mexico on March 2nd, 2012. So let me start off with my numbers this week. I weighed in again at 242, no gain, no loss. It is what it is. And again, I'm almost 2 years out. By no means am I at my goal weight, but I think I am at where my body is going to say I'm going to be at, because I've been at this weight, I think, 6 months now. So I did get at least one good 6-mile walk in this week, and I have been busy ever since. So a little update, little quick update. I had mentioned last week that I was looking for a house. Since last Friday, I found a house, put an offer in a house, got financing for a house, and we'll be closing on a house. So that's pretty quick. Found a house that I looked at two. There's just something about this house that says it's home to me, and I don't need to do a whole lot of work, just a little bit of work, just to put my personal touch on it. And again, I live rent-free right now, and I don't really have to worry about moving in there right away. So that's kind of good, and I can do the little bit of work and not have to move into it. But I have a friend that's probably going to move into it just to make sure everyth's secure and I'm not there. So that will be helpful to me, and I can do the little things like put a fence around it and all that kind of stuff. So I will be busy. So I look forward to being busy with that. So I put in an offer nonetheless. They accepted the offer, came back and wanted to change a couple things. I wanted a 15-day closing. They wanted a 30-day extension. So with the possibility of it closing sooner. So I'm okay with that. I would have liked to have closed sooner, but it also puts my closing date on April 10th, which will make it kind of difficult because I will be in Tampa on the WLSF cruise. So that threw a wrench into it a little bit, and I said either we had to close before or we had to close after. There wasn't really an in-between because I won't be there. And then they're like, well, we can do a power of attorney close, and I'm like, oh, okay, that works too. So I'll just sign over power of attorney, and they can just close off the house for me, and that will save me some time, and I won't have to be here, and I don't have to miss the cruise, and all is good. So the offer was accepted today. I am actually on my way to go get earnest money check for them from the bank, and Monday I will sign all the ton of paperwork they said that I had to sign. So that is the plan. We're good to go. Woohoo! So excited. So be nice to have a very small mortgage and have actually the place paid off in less than 5 years. So I'm pretty excited about that. So VSG helped me buy a house, because literally this is my... Oh yeah, so yeah, let me say I used all of my plastics money. Like I could have went and had surgery tomorrow, and I've used all my plastics because I've been saving since 2 years ago when I had surgery. Pretty much anything that I used to eat out got put away every month, and like what I would normally have to pay for rent someplace got put away every month, and so that's why I really am not going to have much of a mortgage. So I'm really ecstatic about that. And like what I used to spend on soda every month, and what I used to spend on cigarettes every month, and eating out and all that, like when I started getting healthy, I started an account and I just started putting it away. That's what paid for my surgery, when I literally stopped drinking soda and eating out about 7 to 8 months before surgery. Because I used to eat out a lot. Like, I don't think I ever really remember buying much grocery wise. I would just eat out because it was easier and I didn't have to cook. And I can cook, but it's just easier to eat out. Well, it was when I was big. Not so much now. So that is where I am with that. So that is, I'm just really happy about that. So cool. So the rest of my week was kind of shitty. I couldn't sleep because I did put an offer in, and I gave them 2 days to respond, and they didn't respond on the first day, and I'm like, this is a pretty damn good offer, and, you know, it wasn't like I was putting a couple $100s down earnest money. It was a good chunk of change, and they didn't respond, and I'm like, what the hell? So this morning they called, and the paperwork started rolling. Actually, I got an email last night around 12:30, so the ball was rolling first thing this morning, and anyways, good to go. Offer accepted. Counter offer came back. They accepted it. We're good to go. So that was just the 30-day closing, which was fine. So with that all said, that was my week. Very, 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 very busy. Busy at work, stressed at work, yelled, cried, just shitty week. And then someone mentioned to me that I used to work with, said, remember, you didn't want to be like a person that we both worked for. And they told me I turned into that person. So that was kind of a slap to reality for me. And I think we, you know, all go through different changes on this journey, and I was kind of, you know, it was like a slap to reality, and, you know, like, wow, really, I have become that person that I did not want to be. So in some ways I felt like I may have lost me, or the true me, I guess. They said I wasn't the same person that I was 2 years ago before I had surgery. You know, they're happy that I'm healthy, but they said I'm not the same person, and it's hard for me to feel that I'm not the same person. But then when this was said to me, and, you know, one of the comments they said was, what did you go to school for? And I said, I went to school for hospitality. And he's like, and what's the first word in that? Or I said, the hospitality management. He's like, what's the first word in that? And I said, hospitality. And he said, don't lose that. So that was like my wake-up call that maybe I haven't been very hospitable and push people away, and maybe even judge other people now, and I was never that type of person and never wanted to be that type of person. So yeah, it was just a, you know, a wake-up call. And with stress, like, brings out emotion, and yeah, when you're confronted with that, it's just, it wasn't what I was planning on that day. A 4-hour meeting, well, a 10-minute conversation turned into a 4.5-hour meeting, which, yeah, it was what it was. So, but it did give me a little bit of dose of reality for me, and to maybe take a look at the way I've acted, treated, spoken to, spoke with people over the last year and a half. I still feel like the same person. I'm just not as passive, or like, oh, you know, you can't work, oh, no problem. You know, you can't work, there's a door. I don't care if you work or not. You know, that's kind of my attitude when it comes to my staff. And I was never like that. And no one wants to work for a dick, and no one wants to work for an asshole. And we both actually had worked for someone that was very manipulative. And, oh yeah, you can go on vacation, and then when you're ready to go on vacation, I never approved that. I have flight, hotel, everything booked, and now you're telling me I'm not going to be able to go? We both dealt with that for about 4 years, and I don't want to be that person. So I need to change the way I did things. So it was like, you know, really a good dose of reality for me. Even though I don't feel like I changed, I know I'm not the same person, but I feel like somehow maybe on this journey I lost myself. I know this may sound like totally crazy, and other people may totally get it, But I do feel like in a way I lost a lot of weight, I know, and then I feel like somehow I lost myself along the way. So, yeah. Anyways, working on improving that. So I also get to meet Michelle VSG, who is on Facebook, and she's friends with a lot of the people that are friends with me on Facebook. So I get to meet her. She's actually in Hilton Head this week, so I get a chance to meet her tonight, well, this afternoon, probably in about a half hour. We're going to go meet and have coffee at Starbucks and talk about VSG and weight loss stuff. So looking forward to that, because I just need to be around people who get it. So it should be a good conversation. I look forward to that. I am going to go. This has probably been one of the longer videos, and I only was going to come on here for a quick little minute, and turned out to be almost 11. So y'all have a great week. Congratulations to all those who've had surgery. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you to all my old ones. Thank you for a couple of shout outs. You know, if y'all get a chance, check out Fat Kingsville. I'm sure you guys are friends with them, and Fat Kings TJ. You know, into VSG Tanya. She has pretty much made a comment on every one of my videos since day one. So thank you to her, and thank you to Team VSG, Sarah, Spoon, Less of Sarah, Jamie, Kirk, and Mike. You know, if it wasn't for them, it'd be definitely a different journey. So thank you to you guys, and I hope you all have a great week.